Hey there, Wild Drifters! If you clicked on this video, probably you are just starting your journey in the Rift. And obviously you want to become a decent player. I mean, who doesn't? In this video, we're gonna have a look at 5 easiest champions to master from 5 different existing roles: duo, solo, mid, jungle, and support. And if you noticed a little intrigue on a thumbnail, there are 2 champs I hid from you. It is because I want you to try and guess who they are before I announce them at the end of this video. Okay, let's roll. For duo lane, I recommend to start with Ashe as an ADC, attack damage carry. She has a straightforward playstyle and her abilities are relatively easy to use. However, like all champions in the game, Ashe requires good aim and positioning to be played effectively. As a marksman, Ashe relies on being able to hit her shots consistently in order to deal damage and be effective in teamfights. As such, players who are comfortable with aiming and have good accuracy will likely find Ashe to be an easy hero to play. Players who are new to the game or who are not comfortable with aiming may find Ashe to be a little bit more challenging, but with practice and experience, she can be a very rewarding champion to play. As an ADC, it's important to build items that increase your damage output. Focus on building items that provide attack damage, critical strike chance, and attack speed. Ashe's kit of abilities is pretty simple to master, and she is a good champion for players who are looking to get a feel for the game and learn the basics of marksman gameplay. Next goes solo lane, and my choice for you, Garen. He is a tank/fighter champion who specializes in soaking up damage and protecting his allies. Garen is known for his abilities to initiate fights, control enemies through silences, and deal a significant amount of physical damage. He is often played as a tank in team compositions and excels at helping his team by engaging and staying alive for a quite long time during fights. Garen's abilities allow him to absorb a lot of damage, making him a valuable addition to any team that wants to have a strong and reliable front lane in teamfights. He also doesn't have a mana bar, so you won't have to worry about it at all during teamfights. Garen's ultimate, Dash Injustice, is a powerful single-target burst damage ability. Use it to finish off low-health enemies or to deal a lot of damage to a single target in a teamfight. Let's now talk about my support choice for you guys, and it is Seraphine. She is a powerful crowd control support champion. All her abilities are AoE, meaning they affect a wide area on the ground. Seraphine's abilities are not hard to learn or use, but they do need good aiming to hit properly. There are various existing builds for Seraphine, so you can build her differently depending on what your team needs most. You can even play her as a mage and be extremely useful for your team, because she deals an incredible amount of damage this way and provides outstanding crowd control in teamfights. She is exceptionally good against melee champions, as her abilities can keep away enemy fighters or tanks and make it really hard for them to reach your ADC or mid laner. You also should keep in mind that Seraphine is a very squishy champion. Despite being a support and a protector, she is not a front laner in teamfights, because she doesn't have much of an HP, which makes her extremely vulnerable. You need to position yourself correctly, staying behind your allies and using your abilities wisely. Seraphine's ultimate, by the way, is one of the most powerful ultimate abilities among all champions in the Rift. Using it at the right time can provide your team with almost 100% win. Now it's time to unleash my 4th champion for you, and this is Amumu, the saddest and, in my opinion, one of the easiest junglers currently existing in Wild Rift. He is a tanky champion with a lot of crowd control and damage potential. His abilities allow him to initiate fights, disrupt enemy teams, and protect his allies. Basically just anything the jungler needs. He is also amazing in ganking, thanks to his first ability, Bandage Toss. Although you do need to learn to aim it, because it's a so-called non-targeted ability. Make sure not to hit minions instead of an enemy. Amumu has very simple skills, which makes it easier for a beginner to learn the game and a jungle role in particular. However, playing Amumu effectively does require some skill and understanding of the game, as he relies on timing and positioning to be most effective. As a beginner, you'll need to practice and learn how to use his abilities correctly in order to get the most out of him. Well, I guess it works with every single champion. Don't think that if a champion is relatively easy to play, then you will be winning each and every game. Nah. This is not how it works at all. And the last but not least, my mid lane pick for you, a dark child Annie and your huge teddy bear. She is a melee range champion that deals magic damage to her enemies. Why melee range? Because the range of her abilities is relatively short, but not as short as melee's, so she is something in between. Just like all previous champions, Annie has beginner-friendly playstyle and easy-to-learn abilities. Not only is she a simple champion to master, she also is incredibly powerful. For instance, in late stages of the game, she can easily one-shot almost every enemy champion, especially squishy ones. How do you do that? With an easy but super effective combo of hers. I'll show you it, and not only that, in other Wild Rift videos. You can, by the way, write in the comments below about what you would like me to film for you next. Hit a like if you got some value from this video, and I'll see you somewhere in the Rift. Bye!